It feels like every Wisconsin-Iowa game, I am making this rant. I'm done. I am officially done. Bear with the voice sounding like complete shit because I am sick. I got sick at work this week, but I just couldn't not make this video because I feel like I represent most of the Badger fan base with this feeling. Fire Fickell. Get rid of everybody. Fire McIntosh. Burn it to the ground. Yeah, we're going to suck for 10 years. But my God, the product being put on the field right now is absolutely embarrassing. You're putting Hunter Simmons out there. Noodle Arm McGee is my nickname to my friends after watching him in the last 2 games. By the way, I'm recording this during the first quarter of the game. I shut it off. I turned it off because I can't do it. I can't watch it. I am one of the more loyal people when it comes to supporting sports leagues, when it comes to supporting teams. Look at the UFL and XFL coverage over the past 5 years. I want to root for the best things, which I'll have an XFL or UFL video coming out later this week once my voice is like completely back. I will look for the positive, and I will remain hopeful, and I will believe we should win games. But the way Fickell is coaching, with the way this coaching staff is coaching, they either know they're getting retained for another year, which is just, with the decisions being made right now, is just baffling if that's the move, or they know they're getting fired, and Fickell, out of just pure pettiness, is saying, fuck it. Let's burn it to the ground. I'm an Ohio State guy. Let's burn Wisconsin to the ground. Not that Ohio State really cares about us, because we haven't been relevant for 10 years. It's depressing. It's sad. And you know what? The blame isn't just on Fickell. It's on Chris McIntosh. It's on the donors. It's on the way the coaching search went about. And, to be honest, fuck Paul Chryst. If Chris doesn't give up the way he does in 2021, he's still coaching here. If he doesn't stop recruiting, if he doesn't embarrass us on the recruiting trail with some of the stories that came out during that time period, he's still coaching at Wisconsin. But Paul Chryst gave up in the NIL era and gave up as coach of Wisconsin. Badger fans, we treated that man like a god. He was Papa Chryst. He was like dad. But he gave up on us. Yet we continue to fight for him and justify him. Look for reasons why he shouldn't have gotten fired. The truth is, he should have gotten fired. He gave up on us, which led to the Fickell era, which led to complete and utter disaster. Wisconsin football is a mess. And it's not going to get fixed anytime soon. And the sad thing is, this week, or in 2 weeks, or in a month and a half, when we finish the season 2-10 or 3-9, because maybe we beat Minnesota at the end of the year, because they're kind of in the same disaster we are, maybe we'll get the $25 million buyout put together to fire Fickell. But the sad thing is, where was that money before? Where was that support before? We'll support to fire a coach because it's embarrassing. We won't support the coach to maybe give him the assets to succeed. That's depressing. And are we going to do the same thing with the next head coach? That's the real question I'm asking. The Fickell era is done. Fickell's getting fired. It's either going to be this year or next year. I don't know if he made a deal with the devil at Cincinnati to get them to the playoffs, and when it was time to repay, he decided to join Wisconsin, or if it's just really, really bad luck. I mean, we're on our 3rd string quarterback. Billy Edwards probably isn't coming back this season with the way things are looking, because he's looking at the disaster that is the Badgers' offensive line, that is the Badgers' offense, and is saying, why not just take a medical redshirt at this point? If I'm him, that's probably what I'm doing. It's over. Badger football as we know it is done and buried. It's dead. Call it. At 8:10 Eastern Standard Time on October 11th, 2025. That's when this is getting recorded. That's when Jonathan O'Brien embraced the grind, gave up on Wisconsin football completely. I will not watch another Badger game this year. And you guys, for those commenting, oh, we don't care, why did you click on the video? Why are you watching this video? This is an unedited rant. This is just pure emotion from me at this point. As I'm sick, my voice hurts like hell making this video. But I gotta share that I'm in agreement with the rest of the Badger fans. I'm in agreement with the rest of the stadium that my buddy just texted me, said was chanting Fire Fickell, and you could hear it through the television. What does that show to recruits? What does that show about Wisconsin? We were protected by the Big Ten West. But at the same time, decision-making by coaches, decision-making by the previous regime, decision-making by everybody. It's the reason we're bad. And you know what? Like I said in my Downfall of Wisconsin video, I am so thankful Jimmy Leonard didn't get this job with the way the administration is running things. You think Fickell wants the lowest recruiting budget in the nation? No. But I think that's the administration saying, let's profit as much money off of this. It's $1 billion television deal. We're making so much money. Where's the money going? Where's it going? To support the rest of the university? To support the rest of the sporting programs? I don't think so. I think it's going into people's pockets that probably shouldn't have the money going into their pockets. And when the Big Ten agrees on this private equity deal, where's that money going? That money should be going into the football program. There's no reason we should have one of the lower NIL budgets in the nation or in the Power of Four. There's no reason we should not be hitting the $20 million cap when it comes to spending on players. There is no reason the athletic department should be struggling for money. And if we are, it means there are decisions being made that aren't right. There's no reason Wisconsin football should be in the position it is in after the success that was built up throughout the 90s, throughout the 2000s, and into the 2010s. This was a premier football program in the Big Ten West, in the Big Ten in general. It wasn't a national title contending team, but it was one of the upper echelon, most respected programs in the nation. And now you have announcers making fun of us on television. And I know Nebraska fans, they're going to say, oh, we went through it. You guys have national titles. We don't. Your brand was able to recover because you guys hit on the right hire and have that brand recognition of Nebraska winning national titles in the 90s. Wisconsin doesn't. I don't see the Badger program getting fixed. And if it is fixed, it's going to be 10 years. And I hope I could come back here in 2 years from now and talk about the rise of Wisconsin football again. But it's not good. The future's bleak. And maybe it's a good thing for my content to not have the Badger fandom going forward. Because maybe it'll allow me to open up my eyes even more, do even more programs to talk about, and do even more things. But Wisconsin football ain't it. Where we are right now, I mean, this was coming to a head looking at the last 5 years. I'm done. I'm over it. Fire Fickell. Fire everybody. Fire McIntosh. You know what? The names that are going to be linked to this job, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be Jason Eck at New Mexico. Maybe Sean Lewis at San Diego State. Tim Polasek from North Dakota State. Lance Leipold. I texted my buddies. I said, maybe Kalen DeBoer if he gets fired because he has roots in the Midwest. But I think DeBoer runs into the same thing Fickell ran into. Wisconsin fans not buying into a coach who isn't a Badger or has Wisconsin roots and is afraid that coach is going to jump to the next program. Does Leipold come to Wisconsin? Is Wisconsin a better job than Kansas right now? Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm not completely sure. Kansas might be the better job. You're in the Big 12. You're competitive. You're not competing against maybe Texas Tech. Other than Texas Tech, teams spending as much money as Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State on NIL? Where does Wisconsin football go from here? Because if you fire Fickell, which I think you should, I think you have to. I've been the biggest Fickell supporter since the beginning. I was ecstatic when he got hired. But if you fire Fickell, where do you go from here? And are you going to put the support behind the person that you do hire? Had Jimmy Leonard got hired instead of Fickell, I think the administration squeezes him out even more and puts him in a tough position and tries to take advantage to profit more off the football program. I also don't know if the donor support really comes in to support him either. Like, Wisconsin football. It's always been this way. It'll succeed no matter what. Wake up. We're not going to succeed no matter what. I'm tired of looking at 3-9, 5-7, 6-6, 7-5 seasons. I just want a bowl game, man. I just want to go to a bowl game. I don't want to be losing to Maryland. I don't want to be using my second and third string quarterback every year. It's exhausting. The Badger football is the one thing I look forward to every weekend. College football is through and through my favorite thing in the world. I like Badger basketball. I support them because it's my school. But I know football. That's me. That's this channel. So it hurts seeing the Badgers do well. And what hurts even more is seeing Indiana turn into what Wisconsin was. Wisconsin's doing what Indiana did 10 years ago. And if the 12-team playoffs are around then, Wisconsin's making the playoffs a majority of the years. Just because they won the Big Ten West. Are they winning a national title? No. I don't expect that. Wisconsin doesn't have the funding to win a national title. I just want a competent product on the field. I'm tired of seeing 100 and something next to our offensive numbers. The Dairy Raid, epic failure. Bill Longo's still struggling at Sam Houston, running that program into the ground. We'll be talking about that later this week once I'm feeling better. It's over. Badger football's done. And you know what? It sucks that I'm making this video because recruits are probably going to see this. And if they do, they're going to be like, I don't really want to go to Wisconsin. We got embarrassed with a 5-star quarterback visiting us a few weeks ago. Fire everybody. Fire Fickell. It's over. It's done. I'm disgusted. And there will be no Badger football on my TVs the rest of the year because I just can't watch it. It hurts to watch. Thank you so much for the second or third year of this rant during the Iowa week. And just listening to me vent and share what the Badger fan base probably feels like too. Because I'm texting a few of my Badger buddies who are saying the same thing. Oh, yeah, and one of the reasons that Badger football sucking is really annoying for me. When we're good, none of my friends text me, oh, why are we so good? Or talking about positivity. But when we're bad, my phone's blowing up. Why do we suck? As if I have all the answers. I'm just some YouTuber. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully more positive videos coming this week. We'll be talking about the UFL in the coming days when I'm feeling better. And hopefully the next time I talk about Wisconsin football, it's in positive news. It's probably going to be a coaching candidate video, but yeah, it sucks. Hey, here's to pure and utter chaos, because this is one of the best college football seasons from an outside of being a fan of any team's viewpoint we've seen. What do you think? Is it time to fire Fickell? Who should be the next Badger head coach if they do fire Fickell? Do you think he gets another year? Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.